All right, district game number 1. We got your Leafbirds against the Minneapolis Mets. Starting the game is me at center, Greta at left. Looks like Cora at right. And then we have Lou and Addie Robinson coming up on D. All right, here come the Mets through neutral. Pass goes off of Mia's skate. We're able to dump it low into the Omega zone. Mia tries to clear. Cora holds the player up against the boards, and Cora is able to clear the zone. Here she comes through neutral. Ooh, here come the Mets into the zone. Good chance here. Nice save by Allie. Natasha picks it up in the corner, skates through our zone, comes into neutral, passes it forward to Lex. It'll be offsides on Omega. All right, Lex back to Addie G. Addie G just out of her reach. Here comes the Mets on a break. Allie with the save. Have a face-off in the Leafbird zone. Face-off controlled by Dagny. Up to Cora. Cora skates through neutral. Over to Mia. Mia's able to get it. Looks for a centering pass, intercepted by the Mets. Addie G collects, takes a shot, wide left. Cora chases, and the Mets clear. That'll be icing on the Mets. Mets push it forward. Lou collects it at neutral. Gets through a couple. Comes into the outside of the circle, looks for the centering pass off a Mets skate. That comes out, that'll be offsides. Tasha in for the draw. Tasha wins the draw, but controlled by the Mets. Mets come through neutral. Dump it long. If that goes all the way, that'll be no icing waved. Addie R deep into our near side corner. Coming up the boards here. Intercepted by the Mets. Mets taking it into the high slot, right into the mid slot. Whiff on the shot. Lou will pick it up. Here comes Lou through neutral. Got through one. Got through a couple. Ends up still on her stick. Loses the handle on it. Here come the Mets out of their zone. Into neutral. Mets make it into the Leafbird zone. A shot by Natasha. Mets skated into the circle. Nowhere to go. Clara picks it up through neutral. It's her against the world right now. Doing a great job. Intercepted by the Mets. Mia's able to get a piece. ×2. Here comes Addie G along the near side boards. Puck ends up in the Mets zone. Mia chases. Clara's there too. Centering pass goes nowhere. Slips off of Addie G's stick. Addie will wheel it around the boards. Up into neutral again. Lex has it. Tries to put it forward on the boards. Does. Mets at neutral. Here comes Clara. Intercept. Ooh. And Mia's able to dump it deep into the Mets zone. Mets with the clearance. Intercepted at neutral by Dagny. Nice job by Dagny to hold her up. Lex is able to dump it deep into the zone. They'll go for a change. Mia chases. Nice job to slow her down. Ooh, comes through neutral. Nice skating by the Mets. Battle here along the boards. Mets come behind the net, take a shot. Allie saves. Juicy rebound. Handled by the Leaf Birds. Here comes, I believe, Mia skating up. I don't know if that was intercepted or if that was a drop pass. Not sure. Maria's battling on the near side boards. She's got Mia and Addie R. Addie R gets it over to Cora. Cora through neutral into the Met zone. We'll dump it low. Nice job. Natasha gets there first behind the Mets net. Skates through the circle, intercepted, and the Mets clear the zone. Claire's able to get it on her stick momentarily before the Mets grab it. Natasha picks it up in our zone, skates through neutral. Mets are able to chip it forward into the Leaf Bird zone. Lou will pick it up. And dump long by the Leaf Birds. There'll be icing on the Leaf Birds. 9:30 left in the first. 0-0. All right, Mia in for the draw. Mia wins the draw, but controlled by the Mets. Addie G chases behind her net. Up the near side boards, looking for Greta. Greta's able to clear the zone. And the Mets put it right back out. Back to Addie G. Pass intercepted at neutral into the Leaf Bird zone. Dagny chases up the boards. Controlled by the Mets. Oh. Mia's able to skate it out of the zone. Mets control at neutral. Bring it back into their zone. Cross ice pass into neutral. Mets dump it. Battled by Allie to Addie G. Here comes Addie G through our zone, through neutral. To Tasha. Tasha looking for some help. Finds it. Oh, there it is to Cora. Shot, save. Juicy rebound, nobody there to bang it home. Lex with the shot, deflected in front. Tasha back with the puck. Looking for the centering pass. Goes all the way back into the Leaf Bird zone. Lou chases. Lou will pick it up and control it. Long pass. Off the skate of a Met to Lex. Right through neutral, into the Met zone. Intercepted by the Mets. Tasha picks it up at the point through the circle. Shot, save. Deflected by Lex. Tasha's able to hold the zone, dumps it deep. 7:50 left in the first. Cora chases in the far side corner. Nice job by Cora. Mets are trying to get out from behind their net. Finally do. Through neutral. Ooh, that'll be a penalty on, I think, Lex. And Addie will take it, and that'll be the first penalty kill of the game. Yep, that'll be on 17. Lex. Be a trip. So we're on the penalty kill for the next two. With Mia, here comes Mia through neutral. She's got a one-on-one. Mia comes through. Ooh, nice defense by the Mets. Intercepted at the last second. We need to hustle back defensively. And here come the Mets. Shot, gloved by Allie. .707 left. 132 left in the penalty kill for your Leaf Birds. Tasha in for the draw. Tasha in for the draw. Gets it over to Dagny. Back to Tasha, so we'll take it behind our net. And wing it along the boards here. Nice hustle by Clara. Can't quite clear the zone. Here come the Mets through the circle. Down low. Behind our net, looking for the wraparound. Allie with the save. Rebound. Goal. Draw controlled by the Mets through neutral into the leaf bird zone again. Intercepted by Addie G, but pounded back into the zone by the Mets. Here comes Tasha behind her net. Intercepted by the Mets. Tasha will pick it up back again. Wheel it around the boards. Maria chases. Mets are there too. All right, here comes Natasha through neutral. Comes through neutral. And intercepted and out of the zone. Oh, Dagny's able to hold the zone. So is Addie G. Nice job, girls. Maria's got a piece of it too. It ends up with Natasha at neutral. Here comes Natasha and neutral. She's got one to beat. Nice defensive play by the Mets. Here they come. Addie R picks it up. Steps forward. Nice job by Addie R. Maria's there too. Maria into the Mets zone. Centering pass. Nobody there. Mia's down low. Working hard. So is Maria. Mia back to Addie. Can't maintain the handle. And they'll pass it around at neutral here. Here comes Addie R. Nice pass by Addie to Cora. Here comes Cora into the Mets zone. Intercepted by the Mets. Cora gets it back to Lou. Lou with the slapper and froze by the Mets. 5:13 left in the first. 1-0 Mets. All right, we got Mia, Addie R, Clara, Greta, and Lou out on the ice currently. 5:13 left. Mia in for the draw. Mia wins the draw, but controlled by the Mets. And back to Mia. Mia looked for a centering pass just short of Addie R. And offsides on Omega. That'll be a center ice faceoff. All right, here comes Mia on the draw. Mia wins the draw, gets it back to Lou. Lou looking for Greta, off her skate, towards the boards. Here comes Greta. Slaps it across into the zone. Greta's able to maintain the zone. It's in her skates. Clara comes, picks it up. Back to Addie R. She'll send it across. Mia chases. Lou steps up, and the Mets clear the zone. Claire's got the puck, gets it over to Lex. Lex through the middle, dumps it deep into the corner, and wheels around the boards. Mia and Clara chase. Mia gets there first. Clara pokes it forward. Mets control behind their own net. Gets past Lex to Dagny. Dagny sends it forward to Lex. Lex wheels it around the boards. Mia picks it up. Far corner, centering pass, paddled by the Mets goalie. Cora picks it up. Behind the Mets goal. Back to Lex. Takes a shot off a shin pad. Mia will pick it up on the far side board. Center pass, nobody there. And the Mets clear the zone. That'll be a tip. Icing is waved. Addie G picks it up deep in her zone. Tries to skate it up. Off the boards. Here come the Mets towards the net. Goes off a Dagny skate. Dagny's working to clear the zone. Can't quite. Valiant effort against three. Here come the Mets. Centering pass goes to nobody. Lex picks it up and out of the zone. Mets control and neutral. Send it way forward. That'll be icing on the Mets. .310 left in the first. 1-0 Mets over your Omega Leaf Birds. Tasha in for the draw. Tasha controls the face-off. Gets it to Clara. Clara loses the puck. Back to Tasha in the slot. Backhand. Deflected and frozen by the Mets. What's up, dude? What?
Daughter owner?
Yeah, number 8. She's not out there right now. All right, here we go. Addie G steps up. Greta blocks the puck, tries to control. Addie G with a shot wide left. 1:57 left in the first. Cora controls along the far side boards. Here comes Mia. Metz will try to clear. Dagny steps up, gets it into the middle. Greta deflects, frozen by the Mets. 1:44 left in the first. Come on, Leafbirds. All right, we'll have a D change here. We got Addie R and Lou coming in. All right, Mia with the face-off. Mia controls the face-off, gets it to Cora. Cora dumps it back to Lou, but the Mets are able to intercept. They'll send it deep. Addie R chases behind her net. Change of direction to Lou. Here comes Lou. She's got some speed. We got some numbers here. It's a 3-on-2. Here comes Lou, intercepted by the Mets. Addie R is able to hold the zone, but the Mets will take it clear into neutral. Here they come. Here comes Mia, around the boards, coming skate through the zone, trying to get it out. Intercepted by the Mets. Along the near side board here. All right, Mets have it at neutral. They'll try to come in. Oh, here we go. Here comes Mia. Nice job by Mia. Cora gets there too, is able to hold the zone, dumps it deep. Lex is there, chasing. Ooh. Step up. There we go. Tasha ends up with the puck. Nice shot by Lou. Blocked by the Mets. Natasha tries to get through 4, can't. And the Mets will clear. That'll be icing on the Mets. All right, 21.6 left in the first. Leafbirds down 1-0 against the Mets. There you go, Tasha in for the draw. She's got Clara right behind her. She's also got Cora on the other side. Mets will win the draw, control the draw, bring it behind their net, wheel it around the boards. Addie R chases. Can't get it before he gets out of the zone. Through neutral into our zone. Addie R clears the zone over to Cora. 8 seconds left. Tasha tries to pick it up, can't. Cora dumps it deep. Here's Tasha in the slot, can't get it done. Cora takes a shot. That's the end of the first. End of the first, Leafers down 1-0 against the Mets. All right, here you go. Second period's about to start. Here we go. We got Mia, Clara, and Maria up top. Dagny and Eddie G playing D. All right, Mia in for the draw. Mets win the draw. Controlled by the Mets. Mia with some nice hustle. Gets it into the Mets zone. Mets clear. Ends up on Dagny's stick in neutral. Dagny pushes it high through the neutral zone. Gets on it again. Maria chases. Can't quite get there first. Mia picks it up. Gets intercepted right at the blue line. Mets with a nice cross-ice pass into neutral. Nice job by Clara to interrupt. Here come the Mets. They'll dump it low into the Omega zone. Dagny chases behind the net. Overskates it. Mets pick it up. All right, Mets control on the far corner. Back to the point. Shot blocked by Dagny. Dagny through neutral. She's got 2 to beat. Dagny with a pass to Clara with the shot. Gloved away. Clara battling behind the net. Mets will pick it up. Here they come through their own zone. Ooh, nice job. Intercepted by Mia. Shot by Maria. Frozen by the Mets. All right. Tasha in for the draw. Controls it. Back to Lou. Lou skates at the high slot. Takes a shot. Looking for a tip. Doesn't get it. Natasha in the far corner, or in the near side corner, excuse me. Cora comes in to help. Centering pass. Nobody there. Lou picks it up. Back to Cora. Tries to get through. Stays on her stick. And frozen by the Mets. Here you go, 13:25 left in the second. Being an offensive zone face-off for your Leaf Birds. Tasha in for the draw. Tasha wins the draw, controls it, takes a shot, glove, juicy rebound, still floating out there. Shoot the puck, girls! And covered by the Mets. Woo. Mets got away with one there. That thing was floating right on top of the crease for about 20 seconds. Nobody was there to bang it home. It's all right, it's coming. We'll get one here. All right, Mia in for the draw after a line change. We got Lou and Addie R at D. Mia and Lex and Clara, up top. Mia in for the draw, controlled by Mia. Controlled by the Leaf Birds, up to Addie R with a shot. She goes just wide right. Lou picks it up on the near side board. Skates below the net. Comes around, back to Addie R. Addie R has it, takes a shot, paddled away. Mia picks it up in the near side corner. Centering pass, looking for Lex. Lex can't quite get a stick on it, almost did. Lex wheels it around, back to Addie R. Addie R skates through the circle. Centering pass, Mia didn't see it. Here come the Mets along the near side boards. Nice hustle by Mia. Lou picks it up. Will come along the boards here into the bet zone. Nice move. Gets it to Clara. Back to Lauren. Frozen. It'll be another offensive zone face-off here. 12:29 left in the second. Looks like Tasha in for the draw. Tasha in for the draw. Tasha wins the draw, controlled by Lex. Back to Addie G. Addie G sends it through the circle. Intercepted by the Mets. Held in by Addie G. Addie G will send it low. Tasha works in the corner. Mets are able to get it behind their net. They'll come around. Look for a pass through. Can't clear the zone. Tasha picks it up in the high slot. Shot blocked. Back to Tasha. Goal! Beautiful goal. Way to stick with it by Natasha. Ties it up at 1. 12:01 left in the second. Draw won by Mia, controlled by the Leaf Birds. Addie G picks it up along the boards, over to Maria. Mets get there first. Mets just on the outside of the circle. Shot goes wide left. Nice job by Cora. Can't quite clear the zone. Ends up with Dagny. Dagny through neutral. Maria chases. Mia chases. Mets take a shot, goes wide right. Dagny picks it up, tries to clear, intercepted by the Mets, ends up with Mia and out of our zone. Mets bring it back in. Dagny gets a stick on it, gets it out to neutral. Mets fan on the pass into their zone. Here comes Cora. Little yard sale here at center ice. Cora stays with it, is able to get it deep into the Mets corner here. Maria chases. Mia picks it up along the far side boards, controlled by the Mets, but right back to Cora. Cora will dump it low. Back to Addie G. Addie G along the boards, looking for Cora. Just past Cora's stick, but she's able to control it. And now picked up by the Mets behind their net. Maria is able to get a stick on it. All right, here come the Mets through. Don't clear the zone, now finally do. Here's Lou. Lou with one off the far side boards. Nice job. Clara picks it up, skates into the Mets zone. She's got one with her. We'll have a penalty coming up. Here's Tasha. Goal! 2-1! Two to 1 Omega. Another beautiful. Won by the Mets, controlled kind of by Omega. Greta got her stick on it, got it back. Here comes Tasha, takes a funny hop. Greta will send it in. That'll be offsides. Tasha for the draw, controlled by the Leaf Birds. Into the zone, gets past everybody and out. Gets passed back. Here comes Tasha through the slot. Can't keep a handle on it against 3. Greta chases on the far side boards. Addie R steps up, but the puck gets poked past her. Lou steps up. Nice job. Greta gets it into the Mets zone. And she'll chase. So will Natasha. Here they come along the near side boards. Great defensive play by Natasha. Picked up by Lou. Here comes Lou through neutral. Gets around a couple. Tries to send it deep. And deflected off of Addie R. Ends up at neutral. Greta picks it up. We'll dump it deep into the zone. Here come the Mets. Not able to clear their zone. Cora gets it to Dagny. Dagny looking for the cross ice pass off a shin. Mets are able to clear the zone. Dagny's able to knock it down with her glove. It goes right to Cora. That'll be a hand pass. Here we go. We got a center ice face-off. 9:06 left in the second. Leaf Birds up 2-1 over the Mets. Mia in for the draw. Mia wins the draw. Controls back to Dagny. Dagny over to Lex. Lex skates forward. Gets it into the Mets zone. Mets try to wheel it around and get it out. Picked up by the Mets and out of the zone. Nice hustle by Mia. Mia with a pass, looking for Cora. Goes past several people, ends up in the near side corner. Cora chases. Nice job by Cora to slow her down. Control the puck. Lex picks it up behind the net. Around the boards, back to Dagny. Dagny picks it up off the shin of a Mets player. We'll have to reset here. Addie G dumps it deep into the Met zone. Cora chases. Dagny's here. She can't step up, and the Mets just dump it. That'll be icing if it gets across. It's waved by the ref. Here comes Addie G skating through our zone. Addie G through neutral into the Met zone. Here she comes. Goes, looks for a shot, deflected. Lex with another shot, deflected, and finally gloved by the Mets goalie. 7:59 left in the second, still 2-1 Leaf Birds. Here you go, Tasha in for the draw. Tasha wins the draw. Puck still just hanging out. Addie R picks it up, puts it forward off a couple Mets players. Tasha gets the puck, pokes it forward off another Met. Mets will pick it up on the far side boards, come across ice. Lou is able to hold the zone, dump it deep. Tasha behind the net. Looking for somebody. Maria was there. Pass deflected by a Met defender. And here come the Mets trying to clear the zone. Addie R able to hold it. Here comes Clara. Behind the net. Looking for Lou. Can't quite get the puck there. Kicked forward by Clara. Held up along the boards. Ends up with Natasha. Here comes Tasha looking for the centering pass. Luke steps in. Grabs the puck. Shot off a Mets player and out of the zone. Lou skate across the rink. Pick up the puck. Mets are going for a change. If Lou can hustle, she's got a 1-on-2 here. Here she comes. There she is. Oh, great save by the Mets goalie. Lou with a beautiful shot. 2-1 Leaf Birds. 6:49 left in the second. Got to win this game. Don't want to end up in Crookston. Let's go, girls. All right, Mia in for the face-off. Mets win the face-off, control the face-off. Mia on the near side boards, past her stick. Cora with a shot, goes into center ice. Mets try to clear off of Greta's stick and finally clear the zone. Cora will pick it up. Cora looking for the long pass off of Greta's skate. Dagny's able to dump it forward. Greta chases off her stick to the far side boards and finally out of the zone. Mia loses the handle on the pass and the Mets fan on the pass. Picked up by Dagny behind her net. Dagny tries to clear it. Mets rode her off the puck. Nice centering pass. Picked up behind the net by Mia. Mia puts it up the far side boards, out of the zone. That'll be offsides on the Mets. All right, center ice face-off. 5:55 left in the second. 2-1 Leaf Birds over the Mets. Tasha wins the draw, controls the draw. Intercepted by the Mets at neutral. Here they come along the near side boards. Tasha's there. Lou's there. Lou chases behind her net. Mets are able to control. Nice. Mets take a shot. Saved by Allie. Puck kind of stood there for a second. Nobody could see it. Up along the boards to Clara. And Mets are able to hold the zone. Take a shot wide left. Lou picks it up behind her net. Past one. Past two. It's a 3-on-2 here. Here comes Lou with a long shot. Gloved by the Mets goalie. .5:13 left in the second. Mia steps in for the draw. She's got Lex and Clara with her. Cora's at D, along with Addie G. Cora holds the zone. Round one. Dumps it along the near side boards. Picked up by Mia. Mia with the centering pass to Lex. Lex fans on the shot. Mia picks it back up. Another centering pass. Oh, goal! Woo! 3-1 Omega. I didn't see who actually poked that one through. It might have been Lex. We'll see when they announce it. I'll let you all know. Doesn't pick up a ton, so you're good. Is it? Well, yeah, that's what happens when it's 60 in February. All right, here come the Mets in the leaf bird zone. Picked up by Dagny in the circle. Skated around. Get it out! Mia picks it up. We'll skate it behind her net. Along the near side boards here and out of the zone. Icing is waved since the Mets should have got their stick on it. Dagny chases. She's got Maria up there with her as well. Maria's able to get her stick on it. Keep it in the corner. Picked up by Addie G. Fanned on it. So unfortunately, I did not hear who scored that goal. Here come the Mets. Saved by Allie. Beautiful save. Picked up by Natasha. She'll skate through our zone. It's through neutral. Here she comes. Past one. Down deep below the net. Look for the centering pass. Mets will take it. Controlled by Clara to Cora at the point. Cora skates past one. Into the circle. Around looking for the centering pass. Gets to Addie R. Addie R dishes behind her to Natasha. Natasha with the shot off the skate. Nice puck movement there by the Leaf Birds, and the Mets will dump it for icing. 3:10 left in the second. They got the dry land door open behind me, so apologies if it's hard to hear. All right, the Mets will take it, come up the near side boards. Lou steps up, is able to intercept the puck, send it back into the corner. The Mets try to clear. Lou picks it up, skates into the high slot, now middle slot. Beautiful shot. Goes up the knob of the goalie stick there. I don't even think she really saw it. Addie R steps up, is able to interrupt the flow. Nice job. Dagny steps up, sends it deep. Mets try to clear along the board off of stripes. Will go behind the Mets net. Mets are going to try to skate it out here. And they're able to skate it out in neutral. Now into the Leaf Bird zone. Lauren steps up and intercepts and gets it back out to neutral. Mets are still offsides. Now they're clean. Lou picks it up through neutral. The 3-on-2 of people hustle. Here comes Lou. Nice centering pass. Nobody home to knock it home. Addie R picks it up. Another centering pass. Nice job by Greta to get her stick on it. All right, Addie R. Backhand up to Dagny. Off the boards into the zone. Here comes Greta. Gets past one. Tries to get past another. Intercepted. Here come the Mets along the near side boards. Got some chaos here. Nice job by Lou. Great job, Lou! Must have been offsides. I didn't see it. Thought maybe they were going to call Lou for interference, but they didn't. That was a great play by Lou. Shouldn't have been interference if I thought they were going to call it, but you know how it goes. All right, 1:44 left in the second. 3-1 Leaf Birds over the Mets. Tasha in for the draw. Tasha wins the draw. Controlled by the Mets. Here come the Mets into the Leaf Bird zone. Into the circle. Nice job. Slips off her stick. Goes wide left. Lex picks it up. Forward to Clara. Off of Clara's blade. Around the circle. Nice shot. Blocker saved by Allie. Cora picks it up. Tries to go cross ice and gets it out of the zone. Oh, here we go. Oh, bummer. That was so close. That'll be offside. Ooh, they call it clean. I think because the Mets put it into the zone. Off of Addie G ×2. And off her again and towards our net. Cora picks it up. Up to Clara. 1 minute left in the second. Natasha picks up the puck. Slips off her blade. Here comes several Leaf Birds. Talk, girls! Cora picks it up in the far circle, skates it behind her net. Off the boards, up to Clara. Clara tries to control, gets past Clara, and out of the zone. Here comes Tasha. Tasha on a 1v3 here, tries to take it in, intercepted by the Mets. Nice job by Clara. Here come the Mets through neutral. Wild pass, goes to the far side. Addie Gio will clean that up, overskates it, knocks it forward. Mets knock it forward, ends up with Tasha. Here she is at the high circle. Nice shot. Frozen by the Mets goalie. 11 seconds left in the second, 3-1, Omega. All right, so we'll have Mia in for the draw here. We're one short here. Here comes Clara. Got Mia, Dagny, Clara up top. Lou and Cora at D. Puck goes behind the Mets net. Mets control. Try to skate it out. Can't. Mia intercepts. Gets to Dagny. Dagny looks for the centering pass. That'll be the end of the second. All right, 15 more minutes in this first district game. Your Leaperds are up 3-1 over the Mets. Let's hold on. Looks like they'll do a resurface here, so a little extra time between, just to let you all know. All right, back for the third. 15 minutes left in this first district game. Period 1, meh. Period 2, much better. It's building. See if they can put together a solid third period and put this game to bed. All right, so I have Lou and Addie R at D. Then we'll have Mia, Greta, and Clara up top. Won by Omega, controlled by Omega. Dumped back, offsides on the Mets. Mia will take the draw. Won by Mia, controlled by Omega along the near side boards here. Addie R working hard. Greta's in there, so is Mia. Greta is able to get it forward a little bit, but controlled by the Mets. Here comes Clara. Here comes Clara. Woo! Sorry. Got a little ahead of myself there. Forgot to move the camera. All right, held up on the boards by Lou. Oh, pass goes right past Clara. It's okay. Picked up by Addie R in her zone. Up the boards. Mia's there. Greta's there. Mets will pick it up at neutral. Intercepted by Omega and slapped deep into the zone by the Mets. Lou will pick it up behind her net. Through the circle. Kind of a knuckle puck through neutral. Greta chases. Controlled by Omega, by Mia. Mets are able to get it out here. Real back and forth so far. Here come the Mets into our zone. Paddled away by Allie. Into the far corner, the near corner. Centering pass, nobody home. Off of Cora's stick. Cora tried to shake her defender. Pass it up forward to Lou, I think, or Tasha. Here comes Tasha through. Offers Blade. And intercepted at neutral. Nice job by Tasha. Picks it right back up. Lex will take it, slap it deep. Dagny comes in off a change. Mets will ice the puck. 13-13 left in the third. 3-1 Leafbirds. Tasha in for the draw. Tasha wins the draw right back to Addie G. Addie G takes a shot. Tipped by the Mets. Saved by their goalie. Dagny will pick it up in the far corner. Look for some help. Tasha picks it up. Centering. Back to Addie G. Can't take the handle. Loses it into neutral. Nice job by Addie. It gets through a couple. Here come the Mets through neutral. Kind of a sloppy change by Omega off of Cora's stick. Cora round one. Loses the handle. Intercepted by the Mets. Addie R picks it up behind her net. Pokes it forward to Mia. Mia up to Dagny. Dagny puts it forward. That'll be icing on Omega. All right, Mia in for the draw. Won by Mia. Controlled by Lou. Behind the net. Shakes one. Puts it forward onto the boards. Mia picks it up. Skates it out of our zone. Centering pass to Clara. Picked off by the Mets. Nice job by Addie R. to Maria. Maria skates through neutral. Dumps it into their zone. Gets past us. Off the skate. And nice long shot by Lou. Just goes wide left. Mia picks it up in the near corner. Looking for the drop pass to Maria. Maria pokes it forward. Claire is able to come away with it. Addie R takes it. Shot wide right. Lou steps up. Shot off the skates of a Mets player. Maria chases behind the net. Mets try to wheel it around. Addie R takes it. Wheels it right back. Here come the Mets. Nice job by Clara. Icing is waved. Mia picks it up behind her net. Off of Maria's skate. Stick. Here comes Mia again through a couple. Ends up getting it into the zone. Not offsides. Keep going! Off of Greta's shin. Clara picks it up. Nice hustle by Omega here. Clara gets dumped behind the net. That looked questionable to me, but I'm not a ref. Whoa! And they wave icing there, too, even though it went off of absolutely nobody. It was just a bad pass. Nice job by Lou. Lou's stick gets stuck in an armpit. She's able to get it off. Greta will take it. Knock it forward for Natasha. Metz will intercept. Lou with the shot off of Greta to Natasha. Into the slot. Natasha gets absolutely pummeled. That'll be a penalty on the Mets. I hope Natasha's okay. It's like an interference call. Looks like Tasha's okay. So you got a Leaf Bird power play here for the next 2 minutes. 10:15 left in the third. Tasha in for the draw. Tasha controls. Back to Addie G. Takes a shot off the pipe. Mets are able to clear. Icing on the Mets. That was a 2-minute penalty on the Mets for checking. Mia in for the draw. Controlled by the Mets. Nice hustle by Mia. Here come the Mets. Way to intercept by Dagny. Ends up with Mia. Mia drops it back to Lex. Lex skates around through a couple legs. Mia ends up with the puck. Takes a shot. Just misses Dagny. Pick clean off Alexa's stick. Here comes the Mets. Through neutral. Cora controls in neutral. Pass forward to Mia. Mia around one. Takes a shot. Goal! Woo! Great job staying with the puck by Mia. Beautiful goal. I love it. The second and third. Won by the Mets. Controlled by the Mets. Wild pass goes to Lou. She'll skate into the zone. Come through the circle. Look for a centering pass. Nobody home. Addie R is able to dump it forward. Tasha gets a tip. And the Mets will control it in their zone and get it out of the zone through neutral. Here come the Mets. Ooh, that's a nice pass. Nice job by Addie R. That'll be a penalty on Addie R. Be a hook. All right, so we're on the kill for the next two. All right, looks like Tasha in for the draw. Controlled by the Mets. Shot from the high circle. Rebound off of Valley's glove. Rebound. Mets look for a centering pass. Intercepted by Addie G. Mets are skating around in the near side corner here. I don't know what they're doing. bouncing puck through a couple. Lou will pick it up, skate it forward, and lose all of her defenders. Uh-oh, loses the handle. Lou picks it back up. Loses a couple. Fans on the pass on the outlet. Here come the Mets again. Tipped by Addie G. Nice work by Addie G in the near side corner here. Here come the Mets into the goal. And just wide left. Tasha off the glass and out of the zone. That should be waved. They've been waving those all game. All right. 1:05 left in the penalty kill. 7:59 left in the third. 4-1 Leaf Birds. All right, Mia in for the draw. She's got Greta, Addie G. Trying to see who else is out there. Lou, maybe? Nope, Cora. Okay, puck goes behind her net. Mets will pick it up. They're looking to reset. Cycle the puck. Sloppy pass. Mia's there. Pokes it forward. Mets control. Bring it back behind her net. Up to the point. Shot. Blocked by Greta. Greta will skate it out of the zone through neutral. Greta with a nice pass to Mia. Mia back to Greta. Greta with the tip and save. Nice job by the Leaf Birds. Still 24 seconds left in the penalty kill. Greta ties up the puck along the boards. Pops free. Mia sends it back low. Here come the Mets through neutral. So 1-on-2. Addie G does a nice job to deflect the puck outside. Off the side of the net. Addie G picks it up. Omega at full strength. Here comes Mia. Dagny comes out of the box. Hustles up. Mia doesn't see her. Mets through neutral. Given away. Mia gets her stick on it at neutral, pops it forward, ends up on Dagny's stick. She comes into the Mets zone. Mets intercept, back through neutral. Into the Leaf Bird zone with a shot. Saved by Allie. Lou will grab the puck, send it up the boards. Lex tries to keep it going, can't. Here's Mets with a backhand shot and frozen by Allie. 6:21 left in the third. All right, Tasha in for the draw. Tasha wins the draw, gets lost in that ER escape. She ultimately controls the puck off the near side boards up to Lex. Off Alexa's stick and out of the zone. No icing, it's waved. Tasha motoring, gets there first, gets behind the Mets net, looking for the pass. Nobody there. Finds Addie R with the shot, takes a wicked deflection off the shin pad out into neutral. Lou controls the puck, skates through neutral, has a couple to beat. Here she comes. Get the shot. Yes! Oh, Lou with a beautiful backhand off the post. Finds Tasha right in the slot. Tasha fans on the puck. Lou had her beat. Another nice shot, wide left by Lou. Addie R steps up. Is able to block the puck. Lou goes for a change. Natasha picks it up in the corner. Working towards the net. Finds, goal! Woo! I think it was Dagny, maybe? It's Dagny or Clara. Can't really tell. I can't see who's out there. Yep, it was Clara. All right, 5-1 Omega over the Met. Over to Addie G, off the boards to Tasha. Tasha into the Mets zone. Intercepted by the Mets. Skated out through neutral. Here come the Mets through neutral ice into the Leaf Bird zone. Takes a shot at the high slot, just wide right. Addie G picks up the puck, sends it across. All right, so that was Clara from Natasha for the fifth goal. 4:50 left. Here comes Addie G, past a couple, out of our zone, through neutral, pass it up to Clara. Clara around, gets it back to Addie G. Slips off her blade and loses her stick. Mets will pick it up in their far corner. Cora is able to hold the zone. Right back along the boards. Clara chases. Mets will pick it up in the near side corner, send it forward. Interrupted by Natasha. Mets are finally able to clear. Cora will pick it up on the far side boards and send it back deep low into the Mets zone. Tasha chases into the near side corner and the Mets get it out. Adiyar trying to bring it in. Mets end up with the puck at neutral, and immediately 3 Leafbirds descend. Love to see that. All right, here come the Mets through neutral into our zone. She's got a wide open player here. Can't get the puck over to her. Allie with another nice save. Taken by Lou around the net. Here comes Lou along the near side boards. Intercepted by the Mets. Ends up with Maria. Looks like we'll have dual penalties here. 1 on Lauren and 1 on the Mets. So it'll be 4 on 4 for the next 2. There's 3:33 left in the third. Not sure what the deal was. There was a little scrum, but it didn't look bad to me. Oh, it'll be 5 on 5, sorry. So we have Mia, Dagny, and Greta up top. Addie G and Cora at D. Dueling 2-minute penalties here. 5-1 Leafbirds in the third. All right, face-off controlled by the Mets. Just past Greta's stick into neutral. Mia picks it up off the near side boards. Mets will send a cross-ice pass through neutral. Dagny's there. They'll send it low. Cora picks it up behind her net, loses her defender, loses another one. Addie G picks it up behind her net on the near side boards here. Looks like the Mets poke it forward. Mia will take it behind her net, try to outskate them. Here she comes. She's got Greta with her too. This comes through neutral. Nice shot, wide right, round the boards. Addie G picks it up, puts it into the corner. Mia chases into the far corner. Mets off the boards. And held in by Dagny. Dagny with a nice shot towards the net, frozen by the Mets. 2:32 left in third. All right, Leafbird's able to hold the zone. Here's Clara at the high circle. Nice shot, just wide left. Lex battles on the near side boards. Mets are able to poke it forward. Clara is there to interrupt. Mets finally clear. Adiyar with a cross-ice pass, intercepted by the Mets. Mets control at neutral and dump it low. Cora will pick it up. Off the glass. Tasha chases. Mets slap it deep. Cora with a nice job to tie up her player. Natasha picks up the puck. Beats 1. Tries to get through 2. Can't. Mets fan on the clearance. Clara picks it up in the near side corner. Clara looking for that centering pass. Finds Natasha. Natasha finds Lou. Lou picks it up at the point, takes a shot, tip, paddled away into the near side corner. Can't see if that was Lex who went after it. It was. Puck is kind of loose. Cross ice. Lou will chase, pick it up. Round 1. Now comes Clara into the Mets zone. Intercepted by the Mets. Mets will skate it out of their zone through neutral. It's a 1-on-4 here. And intercepted by OMGHA. All right, 53 seconds left in the third. 5-1 OMGHA. Clara picks it up all alone at neutral. Here she comes. has the pass back to Lou. Lou with the shot, paddled into the corner. 40 seconds left. Back to Addie G. Addie G shoves it forward, intercepted by the Mets. Addie G blocks it. That's unfortunate. Joseph got away with one right before that. Getting a little feisty. That's all right. I like to see the energy. Here come the Mets controlling the puck deep in the Omega zone. Goes for the wraparound. Allie sees it all day long. Force it into the corner. 2 seconds left in the game. All right. There you go. Your Leaf Birds win their first district game 5-1 over the Minneapolis Mets. See you at the next game. Nice job, girls.